Good afternoon, members of the international press. This is the first international press conference of the new Dutch government. As you all know, we have now a minority government consisting of the Conservative and a Conservative Christian party. It is condoned, a new system in Holland, condoned by Mr. Wilders, which means that whatever Mr. Wilders wants must be carried out, and what Mr. Wilders is against cannot be carried out. Are there any questions?
Yes, please. Johan Musich, Die Zeit.
Yes, Mr. Musich.
We know about one-party states, but the concept of one-member party is not familiar to us. It has been rumored that this movement has no members beside Mr. Wilders.
That's correct, yes. Mr. Wilders is the only member of his own party or movement. There are no members, there are no meetings, no rules, but the ruling of Mr. Wilders himself. He is his only own party member. But we must admit, Mr. Wilders has a friendly face and always the best interest of this country in mind.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cher Stablinski, Liberation. Is it true that Mr. Wilders has a personal say in each and every appointment of every member of this government? Sure, this is not true?
Yes, this is correct, yes. No people who are disagreeable to Mr. Wilders have been selected or could be selected as cabinet members. But Mr. Wilders has a very friendly face and always the best interest of his country in mind.
Merci.
Thank you.
Rudy Trumse, Stockholm Aftonbladet. It has been said that Mr. Wilders summons the Dutch government on the proceedings on a weekly basis. Is that true?
Yes, that's essentially correct. There's a weekly meeting where Mr. Wilders checks whether his biddings have been carried out, yes or no, and influences, of course, his power to see to it that what he wants is actually carried out. But it must be added that Mr. Wilders has a very friendly face and always the best interest of his country in mind. Thank you.
Søren Laudrup, Danske Avondpost. Mr. Wilders seems to be very angry. What exactly is he so angry about?
Yes, Mr. Wilders is very angry about essentially the rate of reproduction of Muslims. They spread like wildfire, and it is to be expected that in 20 years from now the majority population of Holland will be Muslim indeed, and that of course does not condone with the fact that Mr. Wilders himself has a very friendly face and always the best interest of his country in mind.
Danke.
Thank you.
Alfred van Velzen, Moscow Times.
Yes, the last question please, yes.
It has been alleged by many international politicians, even from the conservative side, that Mr. Wilders is a right-wing extremist and even a racist. Does that imply that Mr. Wilders is a fascist as well?
This question is preposterous, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, let's say both Mr. Adolf Hitler and Mr. Geert Wilders claimed to have the best interest of their country in mind. That's absolutely true. And of course they both singled out one specific group of people, Jews on the one hand and Muslims on the other hand, as the specific problem. And they both said that once we got this problem out of the way, one way or another, the country would be saved. So you can draw your own conclusions. But it should be clear to any impartial observer that Adolf Hitler, and that goes for Generalissimo Franco as well, and Il Duce Mussolini, they all had very unfriendly faces. They never had a friendly face, and Mr. Wilders has a very friendly face and always the best interest of his country in mind. Thank you, no further questions.